Okay, you can see I've added the fourth axis, so I can start to use this to do some work with it. It's working just fine, stepped or continuous. So I've rearranged my screen a bit. I've packed as much useful things on it as you really need. All of the most useful OEM controls, really. And then this whole thing right here switches because I've written a separate application that monitors where the mouse is at. So I'm going to share all of this in my GitHub account for free for the community. So not only the customizations for Mach3, which include the screen definition, the bitmaps, or actually they're PNG files, and then also a macro, which I'm going to demonstrate in a minute. So, you know, right, this thing shows you some debug information if you want. You don't need to actually see that screen. You can do everything from the menu. So, a couple things. Number one, you have to tell it what app you want to monitor. So, if you have this as your foreground window, and you come down here and you say monitor foreground window, it will be this window. So if I go and I look at the settings, you can see that I am, this is the app that I'm monitoring, and then also that matches the last app that had focus. And then also you could select it from here and you know, monitor the selected app. I'm gonna hit close. You can also define the area. So when I click on that, you'll see the area that I already defined has a red rectangle around it, and then there are two buttons up here, one to exit and save, and one to just exit. So if I want to redefine this area, which I'll just kind of make the same as before, I can just do that, and I can say save and exit. And now anytime when the mouse crosses over into this part of the screen, that will trigger this guy to go off. So this app has to actually be focused. So if something else was in focus, that stuff does not work. It only sends it when this is actually the application that has focus. So I just clicked on it like that, and it has focus now. So and it's really fast switching, so it's nice. You know, I've already shown you what that does. So stepped or continuous. All right, so I'm gonna go to zeros, and then I'm gonna load up this real quick. Okay, so this is loaded up, and you see this is what's actually going to happen, and then it has a long line out. So what happens here is I've added a macro. I've called it M126, and M126 will go to safe. So I also made a button for that, go to safe. It just makes this guy go up and over a bit so that I can change tools easily without having it anywhere near the work. And so I'm going to run this, and you'll see at the very end, right before it rewinds, it'll perform that go to safe. So this is kind of boring. I'm going to actually pump up the feed rate, 300. Now it's finished, and it hit that macro. Macro puts it into the safe area, and now M30 rewinds. So real nice and clean, real nice and automatic. Now in my CAM software, I just add a command that's when I export G-code, at the very end of it, before M30, it adds an M126. So like I said, I'm going to be providing all this stuff online.